Right. There are few things in life that bring joy to every single generation in a family. There are things in life that we want to, and I know the recipe. Whenever I have to give a friend something, a present for, because I'm visiting, whether it's in Spain or South Africa, there is one thing that I buy, and it's the Genius Square. And sometimes with my family, I have gone even for more of their family of Genius, because it is one of the best games, or the best game that I have ever played.
The best game ever.
Gavin, you are, you are the Happy Puzzle Company, which celebrates a big birthday next week.
It is, it is. First of all, let me say hello, everybody. Hello, Create and Craft World. Lovely to be here. Lovely to see you on what is my 40th show here.
That's amazing.
As you were alluding to a moment ago, next week is the Happy Puzzle Company's 30th birthday.
And it's incredible, and you have brought so much joy. I mean, this is like, I know, because like as I said, I brought it to my family. I ran to my friend Julie, my friends in South Africa. Everybody, all ages, from 7 to 6 years old to my dad in his 70s, loving and excelling with this game.
I really want to play your dad.
Yes, you need
I have to say, we've been talking about this for a while. And can I also say, what amazing photos you posted of South Africa. I'm so pleased you had such an awesome time. So we better talk about the Genius Square.
Let's talk about
considering it is the best game ever invented in the entire history of the world ever.
I believe so.
Bar none.
I mean, it's a big claim, but you know, this is a personal opinion, but it's one opinion that is shared by many.
Do you know what I found out last week, and I had no idea at all, that it's got to the final of the Game of the Year in America?
Wow!
I literally just stumbled across it because I was on a website for somebody that sells it in America, and suddenly saw this logo as finalist for the Game of the Year, and I was like, no one told me. So that will add to the awards. Game of the Year in Spain, Game of the Year in Australia, Product of the Year in Australia. It's just all over the world, including, I should mention, in the UK, it's the second highest rating ever given to a game in history by the Good Toy Guide in the UK. So if there is one game that you buy in the whole of the rest of your life, this is the one you should buy.
Shall we see some of the reviews? Because like, you know, in the website, you can see those 92 reviews. I mean, you can see 4.9. I mean, that's as high as it can get. 5 stars continuous. Excellent game, the perfect game for all the family. Great game for my granddaughter of 10. I mean, like my niece of 10 loves playing with my dad, so he's her granddad. Great fun, but for the husband who loves it, that's another key. Those games that you can play, and you can play so quickly, and so it's such an amazing game.
And it's a real leveler for the whole family.
It is.
In fact, you don't even need to be in the same room as the person that you're playing with. You can play this over Zoom or Skype or anything else, which is great because it means that grandparents can play with grandchildren every day before they go to bed and things like that.
Shall we play?
Shall we play? I'm not itching here. We're talking about this game. And by the way, we've got loads and loads of special offers, bundles for these, and they are only for today. And so if you're buying for Christmas now,
right, perfect. It will be on time. It will be dispatched from the 15th, which is in a couple of days time. So I think it's next Monday, Tuesday. So not long to wait at all. You have got a £4.60 saving, and you can have got 2 flexes of £7.20. Let me tell you, I have paid lots more than that when I have bought it. Because I didn't want to bother Gavin. but anyway.
Gavin doesn't mind being bothered. But that is because we love Create and Craft.
Well,
and that's why we want to give people an opportunity to get this cheaper than you're going to get it anywhere else.
£14.39.
Exactly.
Right. How does it work?
How do we play the game? Well, the genius of this game, in terms of the name, the Genius Square, it's called the Genius Square, not because you have to be a genius to play it, but because the whole concept is genius. Now, we have 7 dice, and the dice have all got coordinates on the side. And when you roll those dice, because of the way the faces are divided up, there are 62,208 possible ways in which the dice can fall. And when they roll, what we do is we line them up first of all. I'm going to line them up here because I do know that there's an awful lot of viewers who play along with us when they know that we're going to be on. And I get lots of emails from creators. In fact, I had a lovely email this morning from one of your new viewers. He's a gentleman called Sam Ingersoll from Newcastle upon Tyne, who said he was going to tune in to watch for the first time, which is lovely. Hello, Sam, if you're watching. Now, those are our coordinates. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these blocker pieces here, and we're going to block off those coordinates. So we have got B5.
B5.
And B4.
Yeah.
And F5.
F5.
And A1.
A1.
And A6.
Yeah. A6.
And A5.
Yeah.
And B2.
Okay.
Now, just before we play, I do want to point out that the version that we've got here, which Paola and I are playing, is a big version which we've got for Create and Craft. The actual version that you will get is, if you look over here, you'll see there on the side is a smaller version.
Yeah.
It still does absolutely everything. And of course, you're getting 2 of absolutely everything so that you can play against somebody, and you can also put together multiple sets as well if you want to double up, have 4 people, 100 people, 3,000 people, 62,208 people, however you want to do it. And all we're going to do now is race against each other to actually... Don't start yet.
Oh!
That's what we call cheating.
It's not cheating, it's just like,
just
I've
want
got
to
the
beat
pieces
me.
in my hand. Hang on.
You just want to beat me. Okay, we're going to race against each other to actually complete the grid using the 9 pentomino style pieces.
Okay.
And the bottom line is that in every single one of the 62,208 possible puzzles, there is always at least one solution. And it shouldn't take us more than about 30 seconds to actually complete it. So are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, you're chomping at the bit.
Okay.
On your marks, get set, go. Now, I'm going to talk while we do this. I do promise you that this really is the cleverest game you will ever come across. If you buy one more game for the whole of the rest of your life, this is the one to choose. And I'm really not concentrating very hard on what I'm doing, which is why I'm... Look at that. The sense of achievement. The sense of achievement. It is 1-0 to Paola. And it's as simple as that. It is that simple. For 20 seconds we played that game, and what is the first thing you want to do when you've played a game is you want to play again.
Yes.
So let's do precisely that. Now, viewers, you have got the hang of this. So now you've got the hang of it, you can play along with us. And of course, if you haven't got your own set already, you will have very soon after today. And if you have, we're going to give you a chance to set up the coordinates. And of course, you can look at your screen and work out where you would put things. So let's line these up here now. And of course, there is only a 1 in 62,208 possibility that we'll roll the same dice again, which of course we're not going to. What we have this time is F6 and C4 and B1 and D5 and E1 and F1 and finally D2. There you go. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Right, here we go. Go. So now I'm obviously 1-0 down. I have the pressure on me here. This game was invented by an Algerian mathematician called Salim Bergish, who sent his idea originally to various puzzles and games companies all over the world, and they all ignored him and did not listen to the brilliance of the idea that he had created. And luckily for me, I won that one. There you go. It is 1-1.
Okay.
Okay. Now, one more quickly to make it best of 3.
Okay,
Very quickly.
fine. Yeah.
Just remember, everyone, you're getting a sensational offer on this. You are not going to find this cheaper anywhere else.
Gavin is playing, winning at it, and doing my job as well. I mean, this is how the genius that is Gavin, and this is why we love him. And this is why you should be checking out your baskets right now, unless you want to see another way of Gavin beating me.
You're watching Create and Craft with me, Gavin. You come my guest for this hour, Paola Pasquale.
Perfectly said.
Here we go.
No.
Right, let's line these up here again and see where we go with them. Let's line up the 7 dice here so that everyone can see them at home. And we have F6,
F6,
C3,
C3,
F1,
F1,
C1, B1, E1, look at that, and E4. Well, the number 1 really does feature. This looks like it could be an interesting one. Ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay, go. This is the decider for this point here. Now, listen, if you've put this in your basket and you haven't checked out yet, do, because this is a properly limited offer, and when these are gone, they will revert to being the normal price.
Goodness.
Of course, we've got more of them. People want more of them. We're not going to actually run out, but you won't be able to get them at this sensational price. I win. Saving face there. There you are. 2-1, I win. Now that is Virginia Square. Yes.
The other thing I want to mention is if I put it that here, there's 2 solutions.
Well, there's probably a lot more than 2 solutions.
And isn't that amazing?
So we do have a customer who actually went to the trouble of working out how many solutions there are for each of the 62,200. I know. Me neither is the answer to that question, but she did. And what we did find out is that there's quite a lot that do only have one possible solution.
Wow.
I know.
Well, anyway, if you want yours, the joy it brings, even if you lose at it, it's absolutely phenomenal game to play. And remember, all ages, all genders, and you have got that phenomenal prize here on Create and Craft that Gavin has made, especially for you.
And it's only for today.
Ah, well, then even more reason to check out those baskets right now.
$15.99?
I know.
Am I out of my mind?
Oh, well, and if it's on the club, it's even better. £14.39.
Goodness me.
And on top of that, you have got your PMP, because now is the checkout time. 549652. You know you want to take yourself to this amazing game.
And by the way,
Right, the Genius Square is the first of this incredible family. Now, the Genius Square on its own, at this incredible price that has shocked even Gavin, right? A quarter of the stock has already gone, and it's not even a quarter of the hour in. That is remember that you have got an incredible deal for you. 2 payments of £7.20, and that's the Genius Square on its own. But we have got other in the family, which is the next step up, which is this Genius Star.
The Genius Star. So that is the second game. So let's have a look at the Genius Star over here, because we can play against each other. I'm moving over here again. Now, the Genius Star is the next step up. You've still got your 7 blockers in here, but there is a delicious twist, and this has over 166,000 zillion million billion.
This one, I have to admit, I'm not that good.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's
now,
very hard.
now look, what we've got here is we've got 48 little triangular segments on there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm actually going to hold it up to the camera here, because you'll probably find it easier just to see there. You can see the numbers if I tilt it like that. And the pieces here are all sorts of weird and wonderful shapes. There are 11 of them. And interestingly enough, we've got 2 that are the same, and that's very deliberate. The process is the same. Here we're going to roll the dice, and there are 7 dice again, but some of them are octagonal, and when they land we're going to block out the numbers that they land on. Now, these 2 pieces here are critical, these two blue pieces, because on one side they're plain and on the other side they go together to create a golden star. And with each of the puzzles you've got a choice. You can either opt to do it that way round, so you just fill the grid, or you can take a gamble, because on roughly 57% of the challenges it is possible to complete the challenge with the golden star intact like that, and that counts as a double win. So you can either play it safe, which is what we're going to do for a timing point of view, or you can take the risk and try and do it the hard way, on the basis that it might not actually be possible to do it that way. So let's race against each other again. Let's roll the dice here. Again, I'm going to line them up because there will be people at home who are also going to be playing along with us. Let's put them in there like that, and let's have a look at what we're going to block out with our white pieces. So we've got number 19.
Okay, yeah.
And number 39.
39, yeah.
And number 48.
48, yeah.
And number 10.
Number
Do you notice
10?
it's the nearest I'm ever going to get to calling the lottery numbers? Number 40.
Number 40.
Last seen 3 Saturdays ago.
Yep.
Number 17.
17.
And your bonus ball is number 23.
23.
So there are our pieces in there, and now we're going to race. We're actually going to turn the golden star upside down to make it easier, and we're going to race to put these inside. Now, because this, go, you can start by the way. Yeah, definitely. Now, because this is more complicated, it's obviously going to take a little bit more time for us to do. So let's see how far we get. But I warn you now, it's not easy, very much so, because you'll see very quickly that you can lock yourself into all sorts of difficult positions. I'm just going to put that one in there like so, and then if I put this one in here over here, and of course I'm using my single piece there, and I'm using it quite early, which is not making me feel very comfortable, I have to say. Let's see where this piece will go in here. Will it go in here like so? No, that's going to block me out there like that. I can't put it in there like that because it's going to block me out there like that. Let's move that piece over here. Maybe we'll put this piece in over here. That's not going to help me either. If I put that in over, wow, this is a really tricky one. Of course, we pick something tricky. I could put the 2-piece one in there. I could put the other 3-piece one in there like that. Put the triangle piece in there like that. Am I going to be able to solve this right now? No, I'm not, because you can see exactly what I've done there is I've left myself with that piece, and that's going to go in there, and I've completely blocked myself there. So what are we going to do instead? Let's try and put that up there like so, inside here. But the key thing here is you can see that this is a harder one. Now the Genius Square, which we were playing before, that is suitable for ages 6 to adult. This one here is much more geared towards 8 to adult. It is a harder version to play, and will stretch people further. So that is something that you will want to be aware of.
I mean, I have to say, this one is a little bit more of...
We've definitely picked something
very tricky.
Something very tricky here, and I've made a mess of that this way around. Let's try and put that in here like so. Let's try and move this one out of here like so. If I move this across here in this way like this. Now if I try and put this in here, that doesn't really help me there because I don't want it to go there. Now I've even pulled the pink thing out of a place here. What was that? That was number 40, which goes in there like that.
You know what?
Putting that there like, yes, can I help you?
I don't know.
I know, it's difficult, but actually that's not a bad thing because it's important to show the contrast so that people are aware that it's not always going to be as easy as the Genius Square, and we can keep on doing that. Now this is the point at which I start to get nervous because people will start to doubt me and say, yes, you know, you said it could be done every time, but can it be done every time? And yes, it can, but can it be done every time?
You got it.
No, I haven't. Not yet, I haven't. I'd like to think I've got very close to it, but I haven't yet. That could go in there. What about if I put that one in there like that? Would that help if I put that one in there like that? No, probably not. If I put that one in there, I've left myself with one short again. Oh, goodness me, okay. But we're here forever doing this. But it's not a bad thing to show that we've got something which is difficult to do.
But this is the thing, the beautiful thing about this game, that it will get sometimes that is a little bit difficult, and I'm like really now.
Sometimes, like this time, you're watching Create and Craft. This is the live broadcast, and the news will follow later.
But then that's the beautiful thing about a kind of a difficult game, that it kind of stretches you out of your comfort zone. It makes you kind of really think about it. I mean, let's see.
Right now, I'm outside my TV comfort zone.
We are like we are in a kind of way.
I'm out of my TV comfort zone. I so want to finish this just to prove to everybody that it can be done. That looks interesting. Did I mean to do that? Yes, if I put that in there like that, and then if I move this over here like that, and if I move this over here like that. No, I haven't got it yet, but I might have it very soon. And then put that one in there like that. I think I might be onto something here. What are we doing here? I put that one in there like, no, I've completely snookered myself. Talk amongst yourselves at home.
Yeah, absolutely. We are having fun here. We are having fun to be honest, because that's the thing, isn't it?
We will get there.
We will.
Oh, now what have I done here? Have I done something good here? No, but look how close I am.
Yeah. Shall we? You know what? Shall we play this Genius? So we have got the Genius Star, the VT. So let's have a video of that one. Oh no! Apparently they cannot find it. Right.
Well, just talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's Genius.
No, it is there. Yes, I can see it. It's on screen. Run VT.
Run VT. Yes, you can say that it actually you know, you always find a solution. However, that's the beautiful thing about the Genius family of games. Some of them are like literally within seconds, some of them take so much time, and there's that sort of mystery. Now you don't know which one you are going to get and how long it's going to take. So sometimes you will do the best of 5, the best of 3, sometimes you will say the best of 1, because that's a difficult one, and that is the beauty of it. So we have talked about the Genius Square, but we are talking about the Genius Star now on its own. Again, a fabulous low price of £14.39. £4.60 is your saving. I always, when I'm kind of thinking of gifting, I always tend to go for the Genius Square, and then depending on the person, for instance, for my dad, I knew that I wanted the whole family. But then, for instance, for my brother-in-law, my sister, I kind of went for the Genius Square and the Star. Because, oh!
It's there.
Fabulous.
Oh my goodness me. There you go. Can we see it on the overhead?
Yes, you can see
there
it.
You are.
There.
Finally.
There
Proof.
it is, hold it. You can see.
Oh my goodness me.
That was difficult.
There
But this is the beautiful thing, that you will have those more
Sense
difficult.
of achievement.
Indeed. Now, of course, the Genius Star, if you want it on its own, 836-370 is your item number 2. Now, if you want to go into the next level, then we have got also the Genius Gems. If you are tempted like me to gift something or gift yourself all 3, we have got that bundle. However, remember, we are looking at the Genius Gems on its own. It has already a saving, and if you are in the club, £14.39 is your price, and if you are in the club, 016858 is your item number. Now, if you wanted all 3, we have got a bundle that has got an additional saving of £5. So every one of them has a saving, and then additionally you get that £9.30 if you are in the club. Saving. It is. I mean, it works out. Shall we work it out?
43, 19, 19, 38, 58 down to 43.
It's
£15.
If you were going to buy it, you know, at the full price, that would be the saving. Now, if you are 3 payments, if you're thinking in the club, you're paying £12.89 for each of these games. You're paying just for the Genius Square. You're going to be able to play all 3 for Christmas, but you still will have to, you know, you don't have to pay for them until next month, and then the final payment in January. 9232941 is your item number for all 3 of them. Now, we have had a lovely email in from, well, I don't know how to pronounce it. Mairead.
Hello, Mairead.
Well, she's like, just wanted to say that I have purchased the Genius Square and the Illusion Cubes for my grandson last year. He absolutely loves them. He is brilliant now at the Genius Square. Fabulous games. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mairead. That's so nice.
Thank you so much.
That's made my day. Thank you.
Well, but this is the thing. There's so many testimonials that we could give. Look at the reviews that people have loved it. It's one of those games that if you go for, if you love the Genius Square in the past, go for all 3. Keep that one, the Genius Square, as a present, because a present for £12.89 is a fabulous affordable price for Christmas, and it's hours of fun.
And joking aside, it's something that will last forever because it's so well made. And given that there are 62,208 possible puzzles, it's not something that you're going to go after 5 minutes. Well, I've done that.
Absolutely,
yeah. Put that away now.
And the thing is, like, it's one of those games that you don't care if you win or lose. It's almost against yourself, which is even better, because it's like I'm finding a solution. I have many times played on my own, because that's the thing, you can play on your own.
Yes, you can do, and particularly with the Genius Star, if you play by yourself, you can really stretch yourself and challenge yourself and see how you do. Should we talk about the Genius Gems?
Are we talking? Yeah, the gems, right.
Now, so the gems, the 3rd one in the series. Yeah. Now, there are 10 pieces here. Now, these are clusters of gems, and there are 10 different clusters, and each of the combinations of colours not only appears once, but when you turn them over, they're double-sided, and whatever you see on one side appears in reverse on the other side. So if you've got here 2 yellows and 1 orange on one side, when you flip it over, it becomes 2 oranges and 1 yellow. Here, 2 pink and 1 green. Flip it over to become 2 green and 1 pink. Now, there's some delicious twists going on here. We've got these 5 dice. These are the regular dice inside here, and they're inside these coloured wells. And when we shake them up, there are over 10,000 possible puzzles here. And when they land, what we have to do is clever. Now, what we have to do here is we have to recreate simultaneously all all of the patterns that appear here in the grid in the colours that they are shown in here. So some of them might be repeated because all the dice are the same, but that's why you get so many combinations. So let's have a look here, and I'll give you an example here. Now, it looks really easy, but of course it's not going to be really easy. So if I put that in there like that, that does not make the shape that I want. If I put it in here like so, that does not make the shape that I want. However, if I put it in here like so, put it across that way like that, or like this way across here, no, put it across here like so, there you go. So there you can see, whoops, hang on, let's just put it across there like so, and then this way over here, whoop, that way around there. There is our shape. So you can see here how we've got that green shape in there like that. And it doesn't matter what the angle is as long as you get them all in. So if we move on here to the orange one, so let's just put the orange one in here like so. So there is our orange one in a line there like that. Now we've got to do our pink one. And remember, we've got to get these all in there at exactly the same time. So if I put the pink one in there like this way round, will that work this way round? If I put it in like that, that is a straight line like that. And no, that's not going to go in there like that. Let's try putting it in this way like that. That is the wrong shape there. So put it in there like that. Maybe turn this around so it is there like that. So can you see there? We've got that shape in there like that now as well. Now we've got to do this curved shape again, this time with the yellow one, but of course now I'm starting to run out of space.
Yeah,
that's where it starts to become a lot more difficult. So am I going to be able to get it in like that? There, you've got the yellow one in there like so. And finally, we've got to do the same with the blue. And if I put the blue in there like that, we've done it in there in the blue. And then we can just flip this over and put that in there like that. And that completes the puzzle. So that's what we're trying to do. So should we actually play and race?
Oh, no, I can't. I mean, you can say it out that I'm not going to win.
So let's just have a look at this again here. So what you've got here, there's the green one there. It appears in there. Yeah. There is the yellow one, the 3-line there. There is the pink one that goes across there like that. There is the yellow one goes across there like that.
I have done something wrong.
Have I?
Because these...
No, that doesn't matter because it's in there. It can appear more than once, but as long as it's in there, that's fine. Make sense?
Right, so I see. So basically, I didn't know that, so I thought it was
correct.
That you had to avoid that.
Do you want to play?
Yes.
Okay.
So I made it more difficult.
You made it more difficult for yourself, okay? Now, this is also an 8 to adult one as well. Also an award winner. Oh, put that one in there like that. So there we go. These are the ones we've got to do now. So it's obviously fallen in a completely different way. Put that one in there like so. Put that in there. Already I've got the green one in there like that. Again, as I mentioned, it doesn't have to be in exactly the right way. We've got that's going to go in there like so. And we'll put this one in there. There is the pink one in there. Now the yellow one, that horrible shape that I find it so difficult to do. But there you go. I've got the yellow shape in there like that. Now we'll put the blue one in here. So that goes in like, put that in there that way there. And then in across here like so, and that leaves me with the orange one to go in here. And of course I've now got myself into a mess because I can't put that in there, so I'm going to have to switch something around here. So let's take that one out there like that and put that yes. Do you think you've done it?
Okay, so for
that's you've got that on. That's correct. The green one you've got there, correct. The orange one's correct. The pink one is correct.
And there's the yellow.
And the yellow one is correct. Well done. Amazing. Brilliant. Now, just to point out that these are the simple dice, the straightforward dice. You have also got these black dice here, which are the devilish dice. And then you've got the red one, which is the dastardly dice. And they get harder and harder. And the patterns get harder and harder as you go through.
Right. Now, if you are wondering more about it, coming up, a little video.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at Sandown Park Racecourse on the 28th and 29th of January. Sign up for free make and takes. Stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our audience and meet our presenters after the shows. Club members, order your tickets online to receive free entry. So treat yourself or someone special to a great day out and book your tickets now at createandcraft.com and search for Crafting Live. We look forward to seeing you there.
Oh, well, it's great to craft and play games with your friends, and this is why you want to go for any of the amazing games that Gavin has brought to us. Now, this is a brand new game.
Brand new game launch.
Oh, I'm so excited.
First time ever seen in public anywhere.
Oh, wow.
They've just arrived.
I have no idea. Like, I have, because I was doing a double hour, you didn't even explain what it was.
No.
So tell me all about this cipher.
So, first of all, this game has been developed by an absolute genius called Mark Langley, who made this beautiful prototype and came and showed me his game and just absolutely blew me away. With what he's done. So I'm going to explain this game to you, and I'm going to take bits apart to show you. Now, if you have a look at this grid here, you'll see that there are arrows which come out like so, and they go back to form the number 8. And one of these sets is in blue, and one of these sets, as you can see Paola's got there, is in red. Now, what is the significance of these? Well, if you can imagine a digital watch, when you look at the numbers, all of the numbers can be formed by these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines that are in there. Yeah. So what we're going to do is effectively play a game which is rather like the old-fashioned traditional mastermind, where we're going to use logical deduction in order to be able to work out what the code is that we're trying to crack. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn all of ours upside down. So we're going to start with these all being black. So if you turn yours over as well, and I'm going to do that too here. So we start with that. All okay. Now, what we're then going to do is we're going to swap our other grids with each other. So you're going to get the blue numbers. Okay. And I'm going to get the red numbers. Let's keep just turning these over. Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, you're faster than me.
Well, I'm not talking. So if I talk, I'm going to keep my hands up.
Are you saying that I can't multitask?
No, I'm saying that you can.
I'm saying I can't multitask.
No, you can multitask. I cannot. So if I
Miss P, you can do anything. I can't even load the dishwasher.
Oh well.
Well, no, I can. I think I can load the dishwasher.
But the other half
my wife would disagree with this. She's convinced that I do it deliberately.
Do it like that, yeah.
Right, hang on. So you finished those, right? So these are turned upside down now, and this is the way we're going to work this out as we play it. Now, you should know, by the way, there is very limited stock of this at the moment.
So
these
if you
are
want
just arrived, very limited.
Details on the screen. You have been shopping ahead because you know Gavin's amazing game. So if you want to go for it, if you know what you're going to love it, £17.99.
Okay. Right. Now we've switched these now. Now here are your numbers that you can see here. So you've got, I don't know if we can see this on the overhead or not. There you go, you can see those numbers there. So you've got the numbers from 0 to 9. And on the other side, you've got the numbers that you're going to create your code from. So what you're going to do is take these numbers out, and you're going to paste them all face down. Yeah. That's that, and I'm going to do the same with my ones, which will be the red ones. Okay. And I'm going to pick at random 5 of the numbers, and I'm going to position them in here, just muddle them all up. Yeah. And I'm going to put them in here. And what I've got now is I've got a code, and I'm going to show everybody what the code is. It's just made up of 5 random numbers, okay? Yeah. Now, I'm going to show everybody here without Paola being able to see.
I'm going to close
this is the code there that Paola is going to have to crack. Okay. And the way she's going to do that is using these pieces here. Now, she can't see that now. Okay, and you've also got a code for me. Yeah. I'm going to turn away. Do you want to show everybody else what the code is that you've got? Okay. I'm turning away. Okay. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is use the other numbers that we've got here to use our logical deduction. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say, if I turn that over,
Yeah.
does that appear in the first number? So is that in there? Now, if the answer is yes, I'm then going to look at these tiles and I'm going to go, well, if it appears there, it cannot be a number 1, it cannot be a number 2, it cannot be a number 3.
Oh, I like this.
And so we've eliminated those. Now, if you've given me a yes, I get another go until I get a no, up to a maximum of 3.
Okay.
So now I'm going to look at this and see, okay, well, what is my best bet here? Well, let's see if I turn over this one here and say to you, does that appear there?
Yes.
It does appear there. So now I know that cannot be a 5, cannot be a 7, and it cannot be a 9, and it cannot be a 4. So my last go, I'm going to ask you whether or not there is something there. Is there something there?
Yes.
There is. Okay. So I now know that that has to be either a 0 or an 8. Now, if you had said no to me, I would have known automatically it had to be the number 6.
Right.
Now it's your turn. So you tell me now about the first number. So you turn one over.
This one.
Just going to remind everybody at home, that is the code that Paola has got there. I hope you can see that.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so you've put that in there, and I'm going to say yes.
Okay, so it's
okay, so that is in place. So now, anything which doesn't have that 1, like the 0, you can eliminate the 0, eliminate the 1.
Eliminate the 1, and then I need to eliminate the 7
and
as
the 7,
well.
so it's one of those. Okay, now turn your next one, and we'll see if you get a yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go for this one.
Turn that over there like so, okay, and I'm going to tell you that there is not one there. So I'm going to turn that back now. It's the first no that we've had.
So that's a no. So that
okay, so that's the end of your go now, but you're now able to eliminate no. So now I know that the first number here is either a 0 or an 8. So if I turn that over there and ask you, is that there?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So I now know that that is the number 8. That is the first number that is the number 8. So now I'm going to reset this here. It's still my go because I got a yes from there. Put those back in there like so, and I know that I've cracked the first number. So put those back in there like that.
Everybody's loving the look of this game. Everybody is getting this game. Over half the stock has now gone.
Really?
Yes,
oh
already. And it's a brand new game. If you want your 071389, £17.99. I love it already. Numbers and like this, it's visual. I love it.
Can I say, by the way, there's nothing better when it comes to Christmas than getting somebody something which nobody else would possibly have bought them.
Yes, indeed.
And being the first with something.
Absolutely.
The best thing about this game is I've obviously shown you the basic game involving playing with 5 numbers. The next level up, all with this, all included, you play with 10 numbers, and then there's lots of additional games, and you get everything that you need included with that.
And I have a question, because with this one, can more than 2 players play?
No, this is a 2-player game, rather like you would do with Mastermind.
Perfect.
But I tell you what is really nice, is that these pieces, you know, storing a game at the end of when you finish playing it, and I'll show you here, for example, these clip together beautifully. So they go inside there, one goes in there like that, and then the other one, well, I'm going to take the pieces out for the moment just to show you, because they would store in there like that. That goes inside there like that, and then they store beautifully inside that like that. So if you're a fan of games like Rummy Cub and how beautifully they store, that sits beautifully on a shelf. It's fantastically well made. The pieces are wooden. It's a really, really stunning game.
Well, yeah, you know what? We are now 60% of the stock gone. We have got some viewers in Europe as well. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to see also a garden maze, which we, of course, I haven't seen before.
The first time it's ever been on.
Right. If you want the decipher, remember to check out your baskets. Don't miss out in the brand new decipher. But also, we are going to have a look. Remember the trio of genius. So the star, the square, and the gems. £38.67 is your price. It's a fabulous saving when you consider that you are just paying £12.89 per game.
It works out. It's a £15 saving.
I mean, I paid a lot
for 3
more.
of the best games ever.
Right, we have got another family from the Genius, and don't forget to check out your baskets. Put your orders. You are not going to regret. This is fun. It is so much fun.
Now, This is the first time ever that the Garden Maze Genius has been on here. This is the latest of the games, and it's really clever. This is the first Genius game which has got a physical aspect to it. Okay. Now, let's hope that everybody can see this clearly. I hope you can see this. What we've got here is each of these pieces has a little house on it, and on the top of the house, you may not be able to pick up on this. I don't know whether you can see here that there is a number on, so all the houses are numbered as well. And there's various different colours. They're all significant. What we do here is there are 4 dice, only 4 dice on this, and they have coordinates on them and house numbers on them. So when we roll them there, let's just have a look at what we've got. So we've got C4 and 11, and we've got B1 and 3. So what we have to do is we have to find those 2 house numbers, which in this light is not necessarily easy. We're looking for number 3 and number 11.
Okay, so I can see them.
8,
11.
10, 15, 14. There's number 3. Yeah. And then number 11 is...
Sorry, I need to interrupt you because, Gavin, I hate to do that, but the Decipher is now limited stock. So that means that 90% of the stock has now gone. We did ask if we could have...
astonishing.
It is astonishing. It's not, actually, because you bring such an amazing games. And I love it. It's technically gone. Please make sure to check out those baskets. You know those baskets are out to refresh every 10, 15 minutes. So if you want it, you know what to do. Please, if you don't want it, let somebody else have it. That's how I see it.
That is the fastest we've ever sold out of a game.
Well, you know what?
That was like 4 minutes.
Yeah, well, it is incredible value for money as well, like when you consider how much hours of fun you're going to have.
Oh my goodness me. I'm actually genuinely in shock. That is amazing. And I know that the inventor, Mark Langley, is watching, and he's going to be bowled over by that. Well done, Mark. Right, getting back to this now. So we found the 2 houses we need. So house number 11 is going to go into C4 like this, and house number 3 is going to go into B1 like that. Now, this is the first physical Genius game. So what's going to happen here is we are going to start off with our ball bearing here at the top here. Now, these have got lovely little thumb things here, so you can pick it up as well. And what we've got to do is we've got to position...
Oh, this is brilliant!
Position all of these with the little holes between in the gardens, so that we can make sure the ball has to run through both of these, and then it's got to get to the other end. Well, of course it's Genius. It's one of the Genius games.
Oh my goodness, I never thought that would be the how it worked. I mean, as I mentioned, I couldn't see these games in action before I came on air.
That will go in there like so, and this one will go through there like so. And what I will tell you now is doing this at an angle that is going to be able to be seen very clearly by everybody is going to be a challenge, but I want you to be able to see how it works. So exactly the same format as a normal Genius game, and of course what you've got to do is make sure that it doesn't roll off the side of the board at the same time as well. And we'll put these in through here. That will go in there like, not in that one there like that, but this one will go in here like so. In there, no, no, no. Maybe this one, yes, yes, yes. That will go in there like so. Good. Put that one in there like so. And then what we're going to do, put that one in there like so, and it doesn't matter, we don't have to go through every single house. What we have to do is we've got to make sure that we've got a pathway that is going to pass through the 2 that we put in position. And then this is the bit that's going to be harder to show on camera, but it will roll into there like that. They were through the first one there, into, no, not going to go through there, we'll go through that, through there, through there, through there, round to there. We're going to have to go back, into it. No, we're going to go back through a different way because I blocked myself out there. We'll go back through there. Oopsie daisy. Told you it's not easy to do this on live TV. Back through the other side there. Hang on, I'm going to tip that so it doesn't go through there. And I've blocked myself completely. You get the idea. And it'll go through the other end. So this is very, very useful for developing hand-eye coordination. and fine motor skills. And this is aimed at 5 to 10-year-olds because they're just developing those skills really, really well, and it will help them with things like balance and stuff like that.
I can see it as well for, I would say, for instance, for my mother and my dad, who would like both the kind of positioning of things, but also, you know, let's not be, you know, kind of for their hand coordination as well, for all the generations as well, could be amazing. If you have had all the kind of a genius family, you want to add the latest one, we have got, of course, the garden maze. Remember to check out your baskets. We have had a massive sellout already. You don't want to miss out, don't you? But make sure that you put it in your baskets and check out. And if you are wondering, if you want more from Create and Craft, well, we have got extra.
Have you found Craft Extra? By tuning in to Freeview 85 and pressing the red button on your TV remote, you can stream Craft Extra 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Missed a show on Create and Craft? Then watch again through your connected TV via the red button. Craft Extra, for your extra dose of crafting.
Oh, I love this game so much, and you know you are going to love them, and you're going to love enjoying them with the family and friends. Often we have got friends, you know, when you have got friends for dinner or nibbles and things like this, even for New Year's Eve, these have appeared in my house because no matter 100 times, everybody is a great leveler because it's something that you will enjoy doing, and because it's so quick. And sometimes a little bit more you know, a little bit more elaborate. You have got a lot, you know, incredible. Right, Gavin, tell us more about the Genius Square, how it all came to be.
So, about 4 years ago, a gentleman called Salim Bergish, who lives in Algeria and is a mathematician, created a game which was called Zaki originally, and he sent it off to all of the big toys and games companies in the world and asked them to take a look at it, and they all ignored him. Nobody even bothered to reply. And so he went into an internet cafe in Algeria and started Googling for puzzle companies and sent emails to them, and he sent an email to us. And I had no idea what his game was, but I said, go ahead, send me one. Let's see what this is like. And this thing arrived on my desk and my jaw dropped open. And I thought, this can't be possible. And funnily enough, it wasn't, because what he thought he'd created, he hadn't actually created. It didn't quite work the way that he wanted to. But instead of abandoning it, I said, right, we're going to actually make it do what you want it to do. So we engaged with a gentleman called Professor Trevor Fenner, who is the Professor of Computer Science at Birkbeck College in the University of London. And with Professor Fenner, we came up with a formula that actually ensured that every single time there would always be a solution.
Incredible.
And we then got a computer to play all 62,208 possible combinations to make sure that there was always at least one solution. And then when we launched the game, literally from day one, it went completely crazy. So in the space of 15 days, the first 5,000 that we'd made sold out completely, and we didn't really know what had hit us. It's now sold over 1 million copies worldwide. It's won awards all over the world, and I think though the one that I'm most proud of is the one here in the UK, because it's received the second highest ever rating ever given to a game by the Good Toy Guide in the UK, and that's really saying something because they're tough with what they give their marks to. It's used in schools all over the world because of its educational value, and we know that particularly during the pandemic, when grandparents and parents couldn't see their children and grandchildren, that they could do this together online. There's tournaments online all over the world. In all seriousness, if you buy one game in the whole of the rest of your existence on this planet, this is the game to buy. I promise you from the bottom of my heart, this game truly is remarkable. And to have the offer of all three of the games in that series.
I mean, it works. And now, I have to say, almost all of you are preferring to go for all three of them. It's the bestseller of the show, and I know that it is amazing value for money. You won't regret it. I would recommend even going for all three, even if you have got the Genius Square. Why? Because you can, 4 people can play the Genius Square at the same time, and we have done. But also, will have a perfect present for Christmas as well for somebody else in and your family, and then you are getting the other two as well as an amazing low price. Are we checking my baskets right now for them? Because remember, there is an incredible offer to be had for today here on Create and Craft, and you don't want to miss out. If you are already thinking, I know many of you are, Christmas presents, this would take so many boxes. Even I would say for £12 and if you think about it, for the neighbour, next door neighbour, something a bit different, something a bit.
Well, I was thinking that if you're buying for a family,
yes,
where there are different people, and if there are 3 different people, maybe there's a mother and father and a couple of children, or 3 children, to get the whole set for them to be able to play together.
Absolutely brilliant.
I promise you, you will not regret it. Look, you go onto the Create and Craft website, and you see these staggering reviews. It's really quite something.
It is indeed.
And you're not going to get it any cheaper than you're getting it here. This is extraordinary.
It is indeed. Now, of course, let's have a game of the Genius Square.
It was 2-1 to me when last we played. So we're going to play one more time. And again, I know there's lots of people out there who are still playing against us. So we're going to roll these dice again, the 7 dice, and I'm going to line these up so that everybody can see as well what we've got lined up. And I'm so thrilled that everyone's really responding.
Yes.
I'm hearing how amazingly these are selling. Seriously, it is the offer that is driving people. Just buy this for everybody for Christmas.
Absolutely.
Right, we've got F5,
Yeah.
A6,
Yeah.
B4,
Yeah.
F2,
F2,
B3,
B3,
D6,
D6,
and C1.
C1.
Okay, and again, we've got our 9 pentomino shapes, and we're going to race to see who can get them in first.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, you're ready. You're chomping at the bit. Here we go. Right, I can see that one's going to go in there. And of course, what you'll see, the same as we showed last time, is that the chances are that we're going to do this completely differently to each other as well. And of course, Paola's got a real advantage here because I'm talking at the same time, and I obviously cannot possibly multitask, as you can see here. But it is now 3-1. Now that, okay, Harry's saying that's a draw. Okay, I think, yeah, are we in agreement? Wow. We don't really do replays on Create and Craft like that.
I mean, the director is actually pushing my buttons right now. And it's like, oh, that orange one is like, it's not right in, so it doesn't count.
Well, I think it'd be very tough to say that was anything other than a draw.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to play again.
Okay.
But look at that, a game that you can play and feel you've achieved something in no more than a few seconds. Now, you know, it's very well known the fact that children today have a much more limited concentration span than we did years and years ago. So to have something which engages them in this way and does the educational good that a game like this does in terms of developing their spatial awareness, their coordinational skills, their visual perceptual skills, their logical deduction skills, and so on and so forth. Let's have a look and see what we've thrown this time. A2 and F2.
Yeah.
And C5.
C5.
And A1.
A1.
F1.
F1.
D4.
D4.
And E4.
E4. Right.
Okay, got those?
Yes.
Right, ready, go.
Very good.
Okay. And this is the point where we have to start looking at the clock because we don't want to run out of time.
3.5
remember, this
minutes.
is today only, this offer. If you want to save £15 on getting the set, then you really need to think about doing this in the next few minutes before it is out. I can't believe it.
2 draws.
Again. That was an absolute dead heat again.
Well,
okay,
anyway,
no.
Okay. We have got you know what? I'll tell you. This game is just so much fun. Whether you win or lose or draw, which I have to say, I have never had a draw. Like I did lose or win.
2 in a row.
And I have had 2 in a row. I would say, you need to experience this joy. If you don't have it in your life, please get it. I would definitely go for the family of 3, the trio, because you are getting them at an incredible lower price that I have never seen. Gavin is very generous, but I have bought it. After experiencing the joy, I have bought it as presents for my friends. I have bought it from my family. I have bought it from my friends in South Africa. They're like brothers and sisters to me. And the thing that I love is that leveler. Whether some of my friends are very visual and some of them are not, they all enjoy it. There's all aspects of this that are beautiful.
Yeah. It's beautifully made out of wood as well.
That's another point. I love the wood. I love the way
It'll last forever.
It will. And of course, we are playing in a larger version, but you are going to get the travel side, which I personally adore, because that means as well, if you are traveling, if you are thinking traveling for Christmas, if you are traveling in the train, this is something you can do there. Also, what I love is that doesn't take that much space, and you can have it. You can have the Genius Square on its own, but I would recommend going for the Genius Square, the Genius Gems, and the Star.
And the Genius Star here as well.
It's like, for instance, if you might be like my dad, you go him the square, and he beat me. Well, I think the first time I beat him, and then that was it. Then, of course, I needed to go to the Star. The second time again, he beat me, and then the Gems. It was amazing.
I've seen the evidence.
You have seen? I mean, literally,
I've
he
seen
went
the
like,
pictures.
like he saw it, and you may be like my dad. You might get it, and the joy will experience. And it's also one of the things that we always joke, well, not joke, but mention. Like my niece that is 10 years old, she will play with her friends, and my sister loves that because it's like it's a game that they will play 1 or 2 or 3 times. And it's not that involved. They know that they're, and then they will play something else, which means that you know you have got something for those ones who have got less attention span. It is a brilliant. Do make sure to check out your baskets. 1 minute left.
Now, we've got 1 minute left, so I'm going to say to people, really, in all seriousness, this is a one-day offer.
Yes.
For now, and to save £15, you are not going to better that to get all 3 games, but even if you buy them individually, I promise you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, the Genius Square is the best game I've ever played. The other 2 are really not too far behind, and we have had an absolute blast this hour.
Thank you so much, Gavin. Thank you for being to bring them to life. Thank you for giving us these amazing deals. You heard it from the man himself. He is in control of the prices, and he's telling you this is the prices that you cannot miss out. So grab them now. Remember, you have got the option to go for individuals or all trios, but you will want to go for all 3 of them. Thank you, Gavin.
That's okay. Thank you. Lovely to see you, Paola. I'm back in 4 weeks' time.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that.
I'll see you soon, everybody.
Are you going to do the menu?
I'm going to do the menu.
Okay, I'll see you.
Yes, let's have a look and see what's coming up now. Well, we've got Leonie and Nigel back with the Tonic Studios patent panels next, and then Sizzix back from the Vault Die Collection on the one-day special, and then finally Stamping with Ink Lily Monthly mega deal. Amazing!
I'll see you on Monday.
Now we've got a brilliant quick pick for you. This is your Kit and Caboodle cordless glue gun. I love this. You've got, first of all, really easy to use. You have got your cord, so really easy to charge. You just need your USB plug there. It's got the on and off button, so it's just going to heat to a really good temperature. It doesn't get too hot, so you can see the glue isn't coming out the nozzle. It doesn't overheat the glue, and it's so easy to use. I love the fact that I haven't got all of those awful wires when I'm using it. Really brilliant for all your embellishments, for your ribbons, and again it glues quickly, so it's got that really nice quick grab. And even on my embellishments, I love the fact that I've nothing trailing, and it does mean all your wonderful embellishments are stuck easily. Now that is a Create and Craft quick pick. It's your fantastic cordless glue gun. So your item number is 243124, and that's your Kit and Caboodle cordless glue gun. You're getting 3 glue sticks with that as well for just £14.99. If you're a club member, that price drops to £11.99, and we've even got FlexPay for you, so you've got 2 payments of £6, and that's for your wonderful glue gun. Now, if you do want extra glue sticks, we've got these available for you as well. You're going to get 50 glue sticks for just £7.99. That's 502573. If you're in the club, of course, that price drops for you to £7.19, or just 2 payments of £3.60. Quick picks, craft and must-haves at top pick prices.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at Sandown Park Racecourse on the 28th and 29th of January. Sign up for free make and takes. Stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our